Why global rankings unfairly undervalue Philippine universities? The ranking scandal no one talks about. Here's a controversial truth. The top universities in the Philippines are severely underrated in global rankings, not because they lack merit, but because the system itself is fundamentally flawed. Every year, institutions like QS, Quacquarelli Symonds, and THE Times Higher Education, both UK-based, release international rankings that supposedly reflect the best universities in the world. Yet only 6 Philippine universities made the 2025 THE list. QS, just 5. That's out of over 2,000 institutions in the country. Our national pride, the University of the Philippines, the national university of our country, is ranked below obscure schools in Southeast Asia, some of which aren't even respected in their own countries. And Malaysian universities? They somehow leapfrog UP Diliman, UP Manila, Ateneo de Manila, de La Salle, UST, and San Carlos, Cebu every year, despite having lower admission standards, weaker reputations, and less rigorous curricula. Other great colleges in the country, such as the University of Asia and the Pacific, UANP, Mapua University, Ateneo de Davao, St. Louis University in Baguio, University of St. LaSalle in Bacolod, Central Philippine University in Iloilo, CPU, Adventist University of the Philippines in Cavite, Holy Angel University in Angeles, Pampanga, and Silliman University in Dumaguete, among others, are completely ignored. So, what's going on? Because these rankings favor research funding, foreign exchange programs, and British-style structures, not real educational value. What's worse? They don't even have actual data from many of our schools. Most likely, they just guessed and assigned whatever numbers they felt like, just to make their scam look scientific. Let's break down why QS and THE are dead wrong about Philippine universities, and why it's time we stop worshiping their deeply flawed metrics. Reason number 1. QS and THE fail to separate undergraduate and postgraduate education. First, let's ask QS and THE. What exactly are they ranking? Is it college education such as Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts, or postgraduate education like Master's and PhD programs? Because the two are very different. Both QS and THE claim to rank undergraduate institutions, yet their criteria are heavily skewed towards postgraduate research. That's a fundamental flaw. And seriously, what the heck does research have to do with an 18-year-old freshman majoring in, say, business management or mass communication? Do you think a teenager choosing a university cares about how many academic journals their professors have published in Luxembourg? No. They care about the quality of teaching, mentoring, board exam performance, and career outcomes. Even science and engineering students, yes, the ones who eventually do research, don't touch anything remotely groundbreaking in their undergrad years. They do controlled, low-level studies, mostly to fulfill academic requirements. Nobody's splitting atoms or discovering new species in their senior thesis. So why on earth are these rankings obsessed with billion-dollar research budgets and citation indexes when the majority of students will never even see a research lab? Take Xavier University in Cagayan de Oro, an excellent Jesuit school. Their undergrads want to pass the CPA, engineering or nursing board exams, not win Nobel Prizes in biochemistry. But QS and THE dock schools like Xavier for not producing PhD theses? That's ignorant and unfair. In the Philippines, undergrads are trained for professional licensure, PRC exams, not academic citations. That's our system. But do QS and THE even know that college graduates in the Philippines are assessed by the PRC? Do they know that most undergraduate curricula are intentionally designed to prepare students for licensure exams, not to pump out research? So when rankings ignore that context and slap everyone with the same research-heavy yardstick, they distort reality. Reason number 2. QS and THE are clueless about the Philippine educational system. Let's be real. QS and THE don't understand how our education works at all. A. They misunderstand what a college means in the Philippines. In the Philippines, a college can also refer to a top-tier teaching institution, with some specializing in professional fields like law, medicine, business, architecture, or engineering. 2 excellent examples are the College of Saint Benilde, which is known for its strength in management and now boasts a respected architecture program, and Velez College in Cebu, a powerhouse in paramedical courses with a well-established medical school ranked 2nd in the nation. Many colleges in the Philippines operate independently and may not offer a wide range of graduate programs, not because they lack quality, but because they are laser-focused on delivering high-quality undergraduate education. That's by design, not by deficiency. Assumption College in Makati is another great example. It has produced top CEOs, 2 national leaders, and even world billionaires. So ranking it low just because it doesn't have PhDs crawling all over the place is pure ignorance. B. They don't understand the UP system, our national university. QS and THE lump the University of the Philippines into one monolithic blob, failing to understand that the UP system isn't one campus. It's a constellation of them, each with its own strengths, missions, and demographics. UP Diliman is the flagship campus, the intellectual powerhouse. University of the Philippines, Manila is the country's health sciences center. Then there's UP Los Baños, University of the Philippines, Visayas for fisheries, UP Cebu, UP Baguio, and UP Mindanao with their own specialties. These are not branch offices. They're independent, autonomous universities under the UP system. Ranking them as if they were a single, indistinguishable unit is like lumping UC Berkeley and UCLA into one bucket and calling it a day. It's lazy, ignorant, and downright disrespectful. Worse, QS and THE don't even specify which UP data they used. Did they use UP Cebu's metrics? UP Baguio? Or maybe they pulled stats from UP Open University, which is mostly online and doesn't even operate on the same metrics? Who knows? They don't say. But if they've separated the UP campuses in the rankings, the Philippines would have more than 5 or 6 appearances in their global league tables. They butcher admit rates. The actual admission rate for UP Diliman and UP Manila hovers around 5% to 10%. Depending on the year. That's more selective than many Ivy League schools. Ateneo sits around 18%, DLSU about 20%, and UST 17%. These are tight filters. But QS and THE? They somehow inflated the numbers beyond belief. UP Diliman, 12%, UP Manila, 51%, Ateneo, 42%, DLSU, 35%. And UST? Brace yourself. 91%. That's not an admit rate. That's a parking lot. They just made stuff up. So what does this tell us? These British publishing bodies are either sloppy or outright dishonest. And when your credibility relies on accurate data, that kind of error isn't just embarrassing, it's disqualifying. What do you think? Is this just lazy research or something more shady? Comment below. Reason number 3. QS and THE are obsessed with internationalization. like it's the holy grail of education. If there's one thing QS and THE worship, it's internationalization. Got foreign students? Global partnerships? Congrats! You're now a world-class university, even if half your classes can't function properly. But who actually benefits from this? Certainly not Filipino students stuck in classrooms where lectures slow down to accommodate international peers who struggle with English. Top Philippine schools like UP, Ateneo, and DLSU already operate in English, with students who communicate as well as their peers in the US or Australia. So why force these schools to adjust just to impress QS and TEE? Imagine a UP debate class with 30% of students fumbling through basic English. That's not diversity. That's academic drag. Unless you're admitting Ivy League-level international students with excellent English, this global diversity shtick is just noise. It doesn't improve learning, it waters it down. But QS and THE don't care. They reward schools for looking globally appealing, not for delivering quality education. Schools focused on national progress get penalized, while those playing the diversity game get trophies. So, to QS and THE, either learn how our system works, or stop pretending you're the global authority on education. Because right now, your rankings aren't just misleading, they're dangerous. Do you think Philippine universities deserve better global recognition? Let us know below. If you liked this video, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, especially that one friend who still thinks QS and THE rankings are gospel. Because the truth, we're better than the numbers they give us. And it's time the world found out.